I've been in the hospital for about 4 days now. I came in because my leg and foot were hurting. I was assuming that's because the clots were getting worse, and there was a large bump on the side of my head that looked like it was infected, and most importantly, I was having heart pains, and the heart pains started out not that big of a deal, but every day they kept getting worse and worse until I couldn't even go to sleep. And so they did an ultrasound to look for the clots because I've got deep vein thrombosis, and they they tried to, what the doctor called, expel the swollen part of the side of my head, and they were giving me antibiotics for that. But on the heart test, they did a stress test, and that came back as showing that I had some blockage in my heart, and so they did an angiogram earlier today, which was supposed to tell them how much blockage I have in my heart and if there's any other problems. An angiogram is a procedure where they send like a type of camera through the vein in your leg or your groin, and they go all the way up to your heart, and they look to make sure that they look to make sure there's no blockage, or if there is, see how much blockage there is, and if you have more than 30% of blockage, then they have to put a stent in there, and if you have more than 70%, then they have to do a heart bypass surgery. Obviously, the heart problem came while I was in a coma. I've never had any heart problems before then, as well as never had any blood clotting problems or infection in the head problems. So I guess this is just an update, but also I'm going to have a foot surgery probably in about a week, because there's some type of bone growth on my left foot, because it's on the foot that I can't really move or walk with very well. So it's the one that I have to keep elevated, and it's the one that has the deep vein thrombosis on it. And so it might just be it got there from inactivity. It's possible it got there because I don't move that leg that often, because that's the leg that has the deep vein thrombosis that hurts a lot, and it's the one I have to kind of walk with it turned, because not all the muscles have completely been fixed. My voice sounds scratchy because I got me all these medicines that dry my mouth out, like blood pressure medicine, high blood pressure medicine, antibiotics, which is Levaquin, and warfarin or Coumadin, and prednisone, and some other things. But I thought I'd give an update while I'm in the hospital, particularly because I never talked about my heart issues, which while I was in the coma originally, they said I had tachycardia, which is a high heartbeat, a high pulse rate, and angina. Basically, my heart rate lying down and asleep in a coma was 160 to 170 beats per minute, which is really high. And they had to actually give me injections to bring it down until it was back down to 120, 130, which is still high, but it was better than it was before. The lady in the room next to me is actually my daughter's math and science teacher, and she was here, and she was kind of distraught because she was here because her husband, he's never had any heart problems, and all of a sudden they did the angiogram and found out almost all the valves in his heart were more than 70% blocked. And so they were going to have to do a bypass surgery. She just left school early for the procedure, and when the doctor told her to sit down and told her to do this, she was shocked because her husband never had any heart problems. But apparently her husband was the youngest of all of his brothers and sisters. He was the baby of the family, and apparently he never found out or was never told that both of his parents had really bad heart problems, and all of his brothers and sisters have heart problems currently. And so that was a shock to her. She was really distraught, and they took him got bypass surgery done, and I haven't seen him since. I'm assuming they're in the critical care unit post-op. I mean, I've never had any heart problems before the coma. My family doesn't have any history of heart problems either, but obviously being in a coma did a lot of damage to my heart. But so we'll see. Hopefully everything will be okay. Obviously the coma caused me a lot more issues than I thought. Thank you for your thoughts and prayers. Have a happy Purim.